I've said this before about Dirty Sprite 2, and I got killed for it on the internet. I said the project just wasn't good to me. Bro, are you insane? Were y'all impressed about him smashing a girl in Gucci flip-flops? Well, I can relate to that. No, you can't, because 9 times out of 10, you don't have a pair of Gucci flip-flops. You knocked the girl down on some Nike slides, if anything. Adidas.
The ones with the little pointy joints.
So, this past weekend, Future dropped a project called Mixtape Pluto. And for those... Some mixed reviews are out there. Some people are saying it's good.
What the internet is saying about the Future mixtape. Let's read these together. 4 songs into Mixtape Pluto, and I've already hit this face 83 times. Future, it would be an honor if you...
F'd my B.
Yes.
Wow.
This is a man...
Yikes.
Tweeting this, and then someone says, what happened to just saying the music is good, man? and the bottom says, that's too generic. I need people to understand just how good this is. Anyways, this brings us to a question that I asked our chat. I'm not really even a Future fan at all.
Right.
But I went and checked it out because I'm just new drops, right?
Sure.
And I heard the tape, and I just casually put in the chat, like, why is Future dope?
Let me sit up. I said Future is overrated, and here's why. Respectfully, of course. A lot of his music does sound the same. It's made for one type of setting only, which that be the club. If your music is made for the clubs and, you know, maneuvering through the night, 9 times out of 10, the production has to be hard. Do you really understand what he's saying over that hard beat, or do you not care? Maybe I'm just an old head, but I can't understand majority of what Future is saying. Or if Future is saying something that I did catch, it doesn't make any sense at all. I'm completely over it. I'm just like, yeah, nah, the beat is carrying this man, and y'all just like the beat. And if that's the case, go listen to the beat tape.
To play devil's advocate, right? Like, we had lyrics quoted to us.
Right.
Again, shout out Tev. I love you, dog.
Yeah.
Mind you, Tev is, I think, in the demographic of Future.
For sure.
Right?
And he's a part of the nightlife, too, as far as
a DJ.
As a DJ, so it makes sense why he's defending Future in a sense.
Right, but then Quantum also chimed in and provided lyrics, and we read them and heard them, and we still were like, we don't get it.
I actually have some lyrics right here provided from Quantum. My Future, if you don't mind me reciting it real quick. I'll try to I'll see be as clean as possible. I got some real killers, they'll kill a... Didn't go and shoot up the hearse. You think like me give up about shooting up a church? I got to take this up with God because I'm a God on the earth. Nah, that ain't it, man. And then, of course, following that, Tev was like, no, we don't go to Future for bars. So what do you go to Future for? My point exactly, respectfully, of course. Lambo, are you familiar? Are you a fan of Future, or are you familiar with Future?
No, I seen him on the gossip sites, just Sierra's baby daddy, Shade Room, not taking care of his kids sometimes. Of course, Russell Wilson's raising his.
Sensational.
Respectfully.
Yeah, man, I don't know. And then, of course, they were like, oh, well, he came from the Dungeon family. Nah, listen. And the thing is, too, like, yes, I respect the come up, him, you know, working with the Dungeon family, legendary Dungeon family, rest in peace, Rico Wade. I understand what the Dungeon family has done, not only for Southern hip hop, but hip hop in general, the hip hop culture in general. Just because all his work ethic is impeccable, he's in the studio creating. Just because you create doesn't mean you make quality product all the time. Maybe 5 singles that I really rock of Future. Out of all of his projects, there's like 5 I can maybe think of off top that I'm like, these are undeniably great.
Obviously, this is subjective.
Sure.
We're not his demographic, so it don't matter. But it is fascinating to just see the amount of sway he has and influence he have with kids, essentially, for all intents and purposes.
To kind of wrap this up, I've said this before about his project Dirty Sprite 2, and I got killed for it on the internet. I said the project just wasn't good to me. Bro, are you insane? Were y'all impressed about him smashing a girl in Gucci flip-flops? Well, I can relate to that. No, you can't, because 9 times out of 10, you don't have a pair of Gucci flip-flops. You knocked the girl down on some Nike slides, if anything. Adidas.
The ones with the little pointy joints. Little dimples.
Yeah, man. And there's also a lot of Future babies out here. He birthed a lot of artists out here that were influenced by Future, for sure. I'm not saying the impact that he's made to hip-hop isn't there, because it's clearly there. He carved a lane and he made it his own, and now there's a bunch of Future babies clones out here for sure. But that doesn't mean that it's all great. That's all. Respectfully, of course. If y'all want to check out Mixtape Pluto, it's out on DSPs right now, I guess.
The beats are amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing beat tape. If you like that type of production, it's great. If you're here for the bars, nah, you ain't gonna find it there.
And yes, we know he's not the bar guy, but
and y'all can put it in the comments too. What are y'all here for Future for? I'm dead serious. I'm curious on what y'all go to Future for.
Maserati. So focused, I just need some meaning to my name. Plus, I'm cheating with these codes. If you thinking it's a game, that's real talk.